Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle.
Mr. Rob O'Hara.
Sprite Castle.
Hey everybody, good evening. What's going on, everyone? I am, you know what? The chat is doing this weird thing where when I click over to show user, oh, there it goes. I was clicking on, the button to show users that are in stream chat. And, showing nobody, but I can see people talking. So I see, hello, Mr. Steve Burtz, Mr. Amigos, Aaron, Retro Gaming, Snow Dog is in the house tonight. Hello, Mr. Snow Dog. And Wizard, aka Drezu. I don't know if I got it. God, it's terrible. When you get old, your short-term memory is the first thing to go. I don't know. I remember being a kid and all those jokes about old people going to the room and forgetting what they had went to the room for and come back, And that is literally, I don't want to say every day of my life. I want to say every 5 to 10 minutes of my life. I have these all over my house. Mr. Steel Rat, I'm scanning at this to make sure, there is some, I don't know if these phone numbers are good on here anymore. I don't think you'll be able to see them anyway, but I will cover them up. But for a while, for a few years, several years, my buddy Jeff, Mr. Steel Rat, owned his own, I don't want to just call it data hosting company because they did more than that. They did custom programming. They did, all kinds of different stuff like that. And so I think as part of, to get hand-me-outs to give to customers and stuff, they had custom Post-it notes. And so I've got the phone number and address covered up down there. But I went one time to see his data center, which was super awesome. And he gave me a block of Post-it notes. And, of tabs like this. This one's been mostly used. But I don't know how many he gave me, a couple hundred. And I have them stashed all over the house. I have them in my drawer here. I have them out in my workshop. I have them in my garage. I have them on my desk at work. And I have at least 2 notes right here above me with reminders and keystrokes. I use these things. I wasn't sure. It's got 2 phone numbers. It's got an address. And then the website. So I think most of it's gone. I didn't know if either of these numbers. Well, I guess one's a fax. I didn't know if this forwarded to your cell phone or anything like that. So I didn't want to throw it out there to the public. But managed data solutions, and so I can't. Of course, I can vouch for Jeff. The quality of his work. But I never had any reason to do business with MDS, but I could say their Post-it note game was on point. What do the kids say? On fleek. I've been using these for, gosh, I don't remember how long ago, almost 10 years that I got this big stash of Post-it notes, and I am still using them to this day. I definitely get some use out of these. So hope everybody is having a good day. Everybody's having a good week. My wife's birthday was this past weekend, and my daughter's birthday was this past weekend. Their birthdays are 2 days apart, and so they had different parties. And you know what? Did I have an MDS coffee mug? I don't know if I had one of those or whatever. I have, let's see, what coffee mugs do I have sitting around here? I drink coffee every morning, and I never take the mugs back. This is one of my wife's. This is a Starbucks one, but it's like a super heavy-duty one. It's like super thick and a little bit large. I think I was a good boy and took my coffee mugs back. Now, this is a mug that I only use for pins and collectibles. This is a vintage Pac-Man mug. I always love the artwork on this because that is not what the ghosts look like, or which is funny and will tie into tonight's show. But that is not what Pac-Man looks like. Look at those feet and weird red eyes. Like that is not. That is not Pac-Man-y. Man, we're big coffee drinkers here. We do. My wife and I. Let's see if I have any other mugs that I just haven't taken back yet. No. We make a pot every morning, and sometimes we go through 2 pots of coffee. And I also have what I've been drinking out tonight. I made some Crystal Light, and I'm drinking out of a McDonald's Camp Snoopy glass, which says copyright. I believe these are mid-80s, 85, 86, something like that. I have, Pac-Man seems like he's may have his medical card. But I do have big sets above me of different types of glasses. I have the Star Wars glasses. I'm looking up there. I have Burger King glasses, which are really hard to get. McDonald's glasses, some from different local restaurants, some Pac-Man stuff in there. But anything that I have that's a duplicate immediately goes into rotation. And I've already, all of these are lead glasses. I mean, I am as afraid of lead poisoning on these cups as I am of dying from salmonella from raw cookie dough. I think either one of those would be a hilarious way to go. Not that lead poisoning in general would be hilarious, but lead poisoning from those cups. I feel like that's me living on the edge. So let's see what we got lined up tonight. We got a demo. We got a game I have not even tried. And then I have a game that I played for years and years and years. So let's get over here, bring up the old C64, and I haven't loaded this, but I haven't run it yet. Oh gosh, golly! Why do I you know what? I forget to click off that, and then you type keys, and then OBS goes crazy, starts picking up random things. This was a demo made by I don't think it's my internet. I think I got pretty good internet tonight. But if anybody else is seeing lag, let me know, and I'll take a look at stuff here. This is a demo from Genesis Project. You may see GP. Sometimes they are an active group today. Steel Rat says he tried to cut his hand off multiple times trying to pick up shards from various misadventures. Well, I think that's there. You got more of a chance of getting cut with these, or hurting yourself getting cut, than you do of lead poisoning. So Genesis Project is active today. I thought that the sound on this sounded a little bit off, but I tried this earlier on my real 64 and it sounded exactly the same. So it's not anything with the system that I'm running it on. This is not the particularly impressive part of the demo, although I do like the fact that they've extended the graphic mode all the way through the top and bottom borders, which I don't think is that easy. You don't hear any sound? Let me crank some levels. I've got the desktop audio pretty low here. Let me crank this up. That should be a little bit better. You can hear that now. I'll tell you one thing I like about the spinning scroll thing. You know, I tend to analyze little things that they're doing, and if you notice, it's well, it's already gone now, but it was going in front of it on one side and behind it on the other side, which is kind of a cool little effect. I don't know if this, yeah, just a little simple animation. When I was a kid, before I had cable in my bedroom or anything like that, sometimes when I was doing homework, I would load up demos and just let them run. You know, it was kind of like having my own little MTV on in the background. Just letting images go by and listening to random music. Jeff, I have a drink here that you would hate, I believe, and I think this is down to one of my last ones. This is a raspberry milk stout. I haven't tried one of these yet. It says seasonal, which scares me because we're not near any. I mean, I don't know what season it would be for. By Left Hand Brewing. So we'll be trying that later. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I want to fast forward through this here. I've just cranked up the emulator to run at full speed because there's a graphic thing here at the end that's pretty awesome. Let me do it here. There's a... Yeah, this graphic thing. Check this out. So it took me a while to figure out that it's looping. You can see that each skeleton has a key that they're putting into the unlock the other skull. But this will literally run forever. It took me a while to figure this out, but I was waiting for it to do something else after this. But this music loops. And the picture is obviously flowing over and over. It's drawn in a way where it connects. So we won't watch it forever. But looks pretty good. As I always say, 320 by 200 in 16 colors. They did some awesome things on this machine. They're still doing some awesome things on this machine. Let me check my joystick here. Make sure I'm in the right, that I'm hooked up and the right port. And we see the joystick's working, so let's give the Commodore the old, well, we would call it the three-finger salute, but the 64 did not have, 64 didn't even have a reset button, but a lot of people added, well, there were reset buttons built into a lot of cartridges, like Final cartridge and Super Snapshot cartridge. But I soldered, I built a reset switch, just built one into my 64. This game was brought to my attention today. It was released this week. And it is a brand new version of Miss Pac-Man called Lady-Pac. And the thing that caught my eye about it is it said randomly generated mazes, which I thought was interesting. Wizard says his kids are playing Beam Rider for the first time today, and they loved it. Made old dad very proud. And Beam Rider is a good game. I have not played this. This game is an homage to Miss Pac-Man, an arcade game published by Midway in 1982. The main differences from the original version: randomly generated mazes and bonus rounds. Author is Luca Carminati. Lucan Carminati, 1967 at gmail.com. Use the joystick to move Lady-Pac at 10,000, and then every 50,000 points you earn an extra life. There's probably no chance of me doing either of those. While playing, press F7 to pause or F1 to stop the game and go back to the title. F7 to pause and F1 basically to abort. All right. The old Epics that I'm still using with a DB9 to USB adapter. The adapter I got was $10, and it's a Y splitter, so you can actually hook up 2 joysticks, which is pretty cool. But I believe it doesn't support paddles, and I think you have to pay a lot more for one that supports paddles. So this Pac-Man graphic looks pretty good. We got top scores, 3 lives. Boop, 4 lives. Ghosts 4, 5. Oh, that's interesting. 3, 4, 5. We'll do 3. Difficulty normal, hard, expert. Oh, easy. I like that. Let's play. I wonder what. Oh, it's already coming for me. There we go, man. I wonder what, I mean, it must have some sort of logic when it comes to generating the maze because, I mean, it's not like all, well, I mean, obviously that makes sense. Alright, we'll go save you. Oh. Alright. Let's get back and get that. Alright. Let's see how smart these are. Oh, not that smart. Pac-Man is, I mean, of all the games that I'm good at, which is a very small number, Pac-Man's not on that list. I'm very terrible at Pac-Man. Alright, so oh no! I'm just going to show that I saw that there was a little spot to go through, but someone else found it. Nope, almost a near disaster right there at the very beginning. My problem with all Pac-Man games, this is not the problem with the games, it's my problem with the games, is that I don't look forward far enough to see where the ghosts are. Oh, like that. Like I was looking for the fruit. I guess it turns out you can't. I guess I can pause it every now and then and look where things are and then keep playing. Alright, there's the red ghost. Red ghost comes out pretty quick. It comes out swinging, huh? Okay, red guy. No, you don't. Oh. Come on. Jeez. No. Alright. Then we're not going to try to get all these guys. We're going to try to wrap up business here. Alright, level 1. Look at me. My score is 4,000. Alright, so this board is definitely different. Of course, you would expect it to be different, boards 1 and 2, but if this really is... I wonder if they're in random orders or if they're really random generated. That'd be interesting. But that's what it says, is randomly generated. I'm more of a, I'm less about eating ghosts, and I'm more about eating power pills just to give me a little break from people chasing me. Wouldn't that be nice in real life? Your boss comes in, and he's like, where's those TPS reports? And you go, you know, and then you just eat a power pellet. You're like, back off for a few minutes. Well, this isn't bad. I mean, even without the randomly generated feature, I think it looks pretty good. Huh? Oh. This is what I will say. Now, I know that I put it on easy, but I don't even know how you make it easier. Maybe it makes it easier by making the ghost dumb and not follow me as much, you know? Oh, this is the bonus. Alright, what am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, well, it became extremely obvious. Alright, so far, seems pretty simple. Oh, so it's not just me getting them there. They keep appearing. I thought I was clearing them all. Oops. Oh, come on, dum-dum. So I see the timer there in the middle. So I guess it's just how many you can get during that much time. Alright, hey, you know what? I lied. I did get a... Oh, now the color of dots have changed to let you know that stuff's getting real in Pac-Town. Oh, boy. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I think it sounds pretty good. I'm always amazed at any, you know, knowing the limitations of the computer. Like, you know, oh, no. Get off my back, Jack. Knowing that, you know, there's only... Why didn't that guy turn? Oh, maybe he had already turned back. Oh, no. Oh, no. What is good? I wonder if it slows the ghost down in this, because the difficulty level, because I do seem to be able to just outrun him even in a straight line. You know, Pac-Man is one of those games that, of course, it's out there for every system. It's out there. There's, you know, I mean, if you start looking at like bootlegs, like, you know, little Johnny. Ah, I thought I was gonna get it. Ah, ripped me off. I thought I was getting the power pellet first. It didn't rip me off. I just kamikazed, ran into that ghost head first. All right. So, oh, it's gonna let me. Is this the thing? No, I have to type. Okay. My name is not Ron. Oh, I hear it saving. That's interesting. Okay, so let's try this out real quick. Let's reset. Yeah, look. It I wonder if it's stored in some way we can see it. Nope. Okay, and then I think there was an option. I hear the drive go just for just a second. I bet that was loading the high score file. Top scores. Yeah, there I am. All right, so loads and saves to the floppy. That's pretty cool. I like that. I could see playing that if I was looking for a Commodore 64 version of Miss Pac-Man. That's not bad. I like that. All right, now we will get to the main event. The main event, that makes it sound like it's a big to-do. Not a big to-do. But let's take a look there. All right. This one has a strange loading thing here at the beginning. It says, call these boards. And then it, I mean, it's anybody that a cracking screen that's in all basic like that. That's I mean, that's like something I would have done. Which is to say, not impressive. But then we get to the people that really cracked it, which is Eaglesoft. This is the old logo. This is before the eagle, the big eagle logo. Accolade. I'm going to tell my Accolade story just because I love this story so much. If you don't know this story, but you know, one of the main reasons that Atari chose the name that they did was because it started with the letter A, and that it would be alphabetical. So alphabetically, it would be near the top of the list, Atari. And so when Whitehead and Larry and all those guys split off to form Activision, part of the reason they picked the name Activision was because alphabetically it was before Atari. And so if you were looking at an alphabetical list, you would hit Activision before Atari. And so when the guys split off of Activision and formed Accolade, ACC, that's alphabetically before Activision. So when you're looking at the list, you would now see Accolade, Activision, Atari. And then eventually the guys split off from there to form Acclaim, which is alphabetically above that. So now from top to bottom, it is Acclaim. So whoever the last guy to go in this game wins, right? Because you could always be like AAA plumbing or whatever. But then so now it goes, at least for this pool of people, I have to think back through it. So it goes Acclaim, and then Accolade, and then Activision, and then Atari. All right, let's see here. Use either joystick to select options. Press the joystick button to start game. So I want, let's see. Oh, here we go. So we got to get, well, I don't want that guy in joystick 1. I want, that guy to be oh, here we go. Okay, so this is let's see, I'm in port 2, so I would be visitor, so I would be home. No, I want to be home, and the visitor will be computer. Okay, that looks right. So I'll be blue, and they'll be the all-stars. So I will be the champs, probably known as the chumps by the time the score comes in. Chris Albright, we are, I have a big glass of Crystal Light, which is not very exciting, but tonight's drink of choice is the Raspberry Milk Stout. That was a bad job of holding it up to the camera. Very raspberry. Oh. And very stout. Watch that now with some Crystal Light. All right. You're right. This is a very American pastime, except for I've never actually been to a baseball game. Jameson and Coke. That sounds way better than what I'm having, sir. Thank you for the bits. Okay. Player substitution. I don't think I need to do any of that. Positions. No intentional walk. No, who cares? Press spacebar. So, if you've never played Hardball, Hardball was 1985 for the Commodore 64, and they reworked it. Let's see. I'm pitching. So, if you look at the bottom left below my picture there, you can see the arrows up, down, left, and right for different pitches. And also, so let's say I'm going to throw a curveball. So I hold to the left and press the button. And then I do, see the catcher's mitt there? So I can do it like low, high. So we'll do a low one. Oh, no. Oh, I missed it. Come on. Where's my... Oh, it's the wrong outfielder. All right. So you press the button and right. So the joystick is laid out like the baseball diamond. So the right's first, up is second, left is third, down is home plate. And then you can just press the button by itself And I think it'll throw it to the pitcher. We'll find out if that's true. All right, we're going to throw a slider outside. That would be a ball. Let's throw a slider down the middle. Trick him up a little bit. Oh, look. Oh. So whichever guy is flashing. And try to make the play to first base. But I like how the ball just kind of floats very slowly. So I can throw it over to third. Throw it down here. And then if I just press the button. Nope. I can't throw it to the pitcher. So you just stop gameplay. Yeah, this is the CPU is really good. We're going to throw an inside curveball. He doesn't swing at very many things that aren't strikes is the problem. Oh, he swung at that one. Let's throw another low curveball. Now, the fun thing about when you're playing with somebody else is you can like it doesn't show what pitch you're picking, so you can pick, change up and it doesn't know, and then you can kind of be like, woo, and he doesn't know, where you were aiming it. All right, what do we got? 2 strikes, 2 balls. Got to throw something down the middle here. Let's throw a curveball down the middle. Strike! You're out of there. Raspberry milk stout. Why would I do that? Got guys on first and second. Let's see. I hate throwing fastballs, especially don't throw fastballs down the middle because. Oh, where's the shadow? Oh, it was foul. Oh, thank goodness. So you got to immediately figure out which guy you're controlling, and then try to get under the ball. Get on the. Oh, see, caught it. Yeah, that's right. Run back to second. Watch me float this to third. Boink. Yeah, I can't. I wouldn't say I wouldn't recommend the raspberry milk stout. It's all right. All right. Throw us a low change up there. Oh, it's off the dirt. Oh, he likes those. He likes to swing at those inside ones. Let's throw an inside fastball. Oh, get under that. Get under that. Oh, no. I don't know a lot of trivia about this game. I do know that I'll know more in a day or two, and you will too if you listen to Sprite Castle, because I will be diving in. I'm still doing research on this, and I will be covering this on Sprite Castle this week. So in the next day or so, there'll be a new episode all about Hardball. But I did see, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but the man that made the music for this game, that composed and wrote all the music, also did a lot of TV work, and he did. Oh, come on! Oh, that's foul. He did the some of the TV work that he did was. Let's see. Let's throw this outside. Get the ball. Get the ball. All right. We got to get him to swing this. Let's throw a change up inside and see if he swings at that. There we go. Boom! 3 outs. Bottom of the first. Only down by 3 runs. Okay, so left, up, down, whatever. But if I hold the button to the right, I'll bunt. But I have to pick a pitch. And now I've got to line up my pitch. Yeah, foul ball. I've got to line up where I'm swinging. I also like that you can wiggle the bat. It's such a dumb. Oh, look how outside that was, and I swung at that. So anyway, the guy that did the music for this Would you quit swinging at everything, stupid? Did a bunch of TV work, and he composed and wrote all the music for Garfield and Friends, and for a bunch of the Garfield specials. And he also did all of the new music. That wasn't classic stuff that was already written for a lot of the Charlie Brown specials, including Flash Beagle, which was the Charlie Brown. All right, we're just going to let it. I was going to say I'll let it ride, and then he threw one right down the middle. That was a late swing. But, yeah, so Hardball, the Commodore 64 version, was... Boy, look at that. Oh, that's... I thought that was fair. Rolled out. Was released in '85, and they kept releasing it for systems up until '91. The original, I believe, the version for Sega Genesis is in '91. Hey, Game Czar. Game Czar is a regular over at the Weird Paul Twitch channel. Oh gosh, and so welcome over here where we are playing some Commodore 64 games tonight. We played Lady-Pac, which is a brand new Miss Pac-Man clone for the Commodore 64. And now we're just watching me swing wildly at terrible pitches on a hardball here. I remember when I saw this in 1985, I thought this was like 3D, like the perspective. Oh, God, why would you swing? It went over my head. It went over everybody's head. And I still swung at it. Oh, boy. Boy, I haven't played this in a long time. And Wizard's right. The songs bring back some memories. So now, I'm pitching again. So I didn't get any hits. Well, I didn't get any hits that went over. Yeah, so this is 1985, so all right, we're going to throw a changeup, a low changeup. That'll trick him. Oh, it did trick him. Oh, no, it didn't trick him. Oh, great. All the way to the outfield. Throw it to second. Cut him off. Uh-oh. Hey, spammer in the house. Where's my mods? Aaron's my mod. The problem is that the spammers hit and run so fast that they never stick around for a second time. So banning them doesn't seem to do much good. But I do feel honored that they have dropped by my small show here. It's kind of like when you. Oh, look at that play. Right to me. We'll take that as an out. Aaron, I'm going to have to cut your pay. Cut my mod pay. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. I wish you could that sounds bad. I was going to say wish you could hit the batters. I don't know that I would wish that I could hit the batter. Look at this low and inside fastball. Oh my gosh. Get that. Throw it first. He's out. Look at that play. Hits the ground to throw it out at first. All right. Things are looking up in hardball world here. A pet peeve of mine is you never modded on Twitch. Oh my gosh, you're my best mod. Somebody made me a mod one time and I was terrible at it myself. And then I banned somebody. The guy that was streaming said, "Hey, will you block that guy?" And I did. And then all it has led is that guy just continually messaging me. Why'd you block me? Why'd you block me? I always wonder if I throw one and he swings at it. Oh, he did. He swung at it again. That was a good shot. That was the outside curveball. Pet peeve of mine is games that are not consistent with their spelling. I think I played on here a game called Dark Lord, which if you look up the manual, it's Dark Lord, all one word, and in the game it's Dark Lord with a space, and then there's a third way. So pet peeve. And so Hardball. Oh, look at that hit. I'm going to get on base, everybody. No, it's a home run. It's a home run for the Champs. The Champs, look at me. Woo, running around the bases. Woo, woo. Take me out to the ball game. Woo, home run. And so, anyway, before I got distracted by hitting a home run, for goodness sake. All right, let's see what happens there. Oh, that was right down the middle. That one's my bad. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's going to throw me out. Yeah. Well, great. That was a good hit. It's just I just hit it right to him. You say you don't ever remember getting a home run, but I don't ever remember getting on base. So, the correct spelling of hardball is one word with an exclamation mark at the end. If you look at the packaging, it all contains the exclamation mark. Oh, all right. Watch this. This is stupid with nobody on base, but we're going to do it. A bunt! Well, that was dumb. Oh, what are you going to do? All right. It's 1-3. I'm like still in it. Oh, my problem's not swinging on bad ones or whatever. It's not timing my hits. Oh, who's that going to? Well, oh, come on. Tie goes to the runner. I was safe. Well, back on the mound. I don't think hardball. I don't think they come out and check and see if you have. Oh, I made a. Oh, well, I'm dumb. You must have been logged in as ARG that night. Let me click. Let me see if I can make you. I think I have to go into Twitch. Let's see here. I can change your badge. I can gift a sub. I can ban you. Permit user? Is that what purged? Timeout? I think I got to do it from the actual chat. I'll do that. But not today because how do I get off that screen now? Oh, come on now. This is holding up my game. This is delay a game. Do they have a delay a game in baseball? All right, watch this. Hiya! Okay, they never swing when you hit the dirt before the plate. Curveball down the middle. Oh, too bad for you. Oh, I see. It moves around. Oh, there we go. I had it moved where I couldn't see the X. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So there was a Aaron. You remember that there was a. I gotta watch what I say because apparently they are coming after people for talking about this. But there was a particular fight that appeared on pay-per-view, and they are going after people who streamed that fight. And so I was on Twitch, that night and saw somebody who was, oh, that's foul, streaming that fight. And so I was like, oh, okay. So I've been following this guy. And it turns out this kid, I would call him a kid, is 18. And which I didn't realize how young he was. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what fight it was. So I've been following him on Twitch. He does play a few games. And so anyway, I was following him the other day. Well, what happened? Oh, I had the ball. I caught the ball, but I didn't throw it. I was like, where's the ball? And so anyway, you know, it was just kids being kids, but all of a sudden they were talking about, I mean, this is a PG rated show, but they were talking about like, what it was like to date girls and things that they had tried to do on dates with girls. And I was like, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, wow, I am the creepy old man in this channel. I was like, I wanted to say double their age, but I'm double their age and then a few more years, you know? Like nobody in that channel could buy beer. And I was like, I finally, I was like, well, guys, I got to split. And then oh, he stole second, the dum-dum. I did try to throw him out. But, well, see, Pinback has an excuse because he's just a creepy old man. So, by default. Where's Rob Sherman when I'm in here playing baseball? Nowhere to be found. Terrible. All right, let's throw a can you throw a slider? I'm throwing a slider inside and low. Oh, look at that swing. All right. Oh! Is that 3 outs? No, it's 2 outs. Where are we at? Oh, that's 1 out. Well, you know, I would say, I can't say for everybody, but I think most of the people here are in their 40s. But yeah, give or take. I'm 47. My wife, her birthday was over the weekend, and this is the 2 months of the year where she's older than I am, and so I love telling people, oh, about my older wife. Where's the ball? Oh, this is gonna go well. Watch me throw this out. No chance. Late 30s. Yeah, so I would say there's I don't know. I think Commodore 64 games are going to bring a certain demographic, you know. I was trying to explain to that kid, and he was like, what games do you stream? And I was like, everything I stream is older than you. Not older than the games you play, like older than you and all your friends, you know. I will say that the funniest thing to me about getting older, you know, is that like my body feels older, like my knees feel older, my back feels older, all that stuff feels older. But like when I was a kid, like when I was in my teens and my dad was in his 40s, I was like, well, you're a grown up. You go to work and you sit around and you do grown up stuff. But he had a computer and he played games and stuff. And so now that I'm in my 40s and I'm playing video games and stuff, and I always feel weird. Like I feel like, you know, like, oh, look at that. Throw it to second. He's out. Throw it to first. He double play. Take me out to the ball game. It's a double. We had a, oh, look at me. Back on. I'm at home plate here. Yeah, for sure. You know, Zerfall says he doesn't feel as old as his dad seemed when he was 30. And, like, you know, I just remember my dad, like, I mean, what's weird is like I've been married now for 25 years, and so like I'm the age that my dad was when I got married, like when he came to my wedding, and I'm like, it just some of those things are baffling, you know, when you start comparing dates and stuff like that, you know, it's really all right. Watch this, knocking out of the all right. Doo-doo. And now what's even getting more strange to me is that my son just turned 19, which, I mean, I think of my son, I mean, in some ways he's, you know, I mean, he's a 19-year-old. So, like, by the time I was 19, I had moved out, moved back, you know, oh, look at that. Oh, a line drive to the first baseman. Dumb. But you know, so like my son is going to a sleepover at a friend's tonight in Norman, which is like 45 minutes away, and my wife was saying, you know, okay, well, you know, just do us a favor and text us when you get there. And I'm thinking, like, I told her when he left, I said, oh, I thought that was it. I said, you know, when we were 19, when she and I were 19, we got in the car and drove to the Grand Canyon. And didn't really tell anybody, you know what I mean? So that's it is relative. Like when I was 19, I felt like nobody could tell me anything, but now I want everybody to tell me everything. Now I'm like, anybody that's got any advice for me, I'm all ears. All right, this guy's just throwing crazy shots. I feel like I should just let him walk me. That's 3 balls. Of course, she throws one right down the middle. Where is it going? Let's see what happens. Oh! Full count. What's he gonna do? He's gonna throw a strike right down the middle and throw me out. Everything I know about baseball came from either the Bad News Bears. Oh, he didn't like that one. Let's throw a change up outside. Nope, he didn't like that either. Let's throw a curveball down the middle. Okay, well, at least he swung. Bad News Bears, Major League, and what was the one with all the girls that played? That's pretty much the extent of my baseball knowledge. Yeah, Major League, yeah. Major League and Bad News Bears and whatever the other one was with the Penny Marshall and yeah, League of Their Own. I've never seen Field of Dreams, which I should put on. I've got a list of summer movies. I watch a lot of, as Pinback will attest to my, well, Jeff can also attest to. Is there time to hit that? No. That I watch tons and tons and tons of bad movies, because I'm always writing about bad movies. I have a podcast that doesn't get updated very often anymore, just because it's not fun to do by myself. But I watch a lot of bad movies. But there are so many classic and good movies that I also haven't seen, and so sometimes I wake up and I'm like, well, why am I wasting my time watching, you know, a Ouija shark when I could be watching, you know, some great movie that that I haven't seen, you know. And so I watched 2 movies today. No, I watched one yesterday and then one today. Oh, geez, I missed it. Now it's in the outfield. Will it beat the runner? Not at that pace. It's like throwing it on the moon. Yeah, Manos. That is a movie so bad it's bad. I had no feet. Yesterday I watched Ice Road, which is the new Netflix movie with Liam Neeson, where he and these other people. Lawrence Fishburne is a truck driver named Goldenrod. Do you think that he was like, hey, I'll be in this movie, but everybody has to call me Goldenrod? But you know what was funny about the Ice Road was at the very beginning of the movie, it comes up and it said Liam Neeson, and I go, this time it's personal. And I was just being funny. And later on in the movie, they find out someone has sabotaged their trip to drive their giant rigs across a frozen lake. And then they're like, but we won't get our money. And he goes, it's not about the money. This time it's personal. And I just started dying laughing. I was like, oh, he said it. It was so funny. Like, I called it. That was like Babe Ruth calling his shot, to use a baseball metaphor. Why do we have 3 balls and no strikes? Well, this is bad. Let's throw him a changeup down the middle. Oh, that worked pretty good. Let's do it again. This will be something different, sir. Oh, he fell for it twice. I have seen Blood Freak. I have a very, very large collection of horror movies. Not so much VHS anymore. I had a pretty good selection of VHS movies, but I thinned out most of my VHS collection. I only have a few VHS tapes left, but and then I eventually ripped all my DVDs and Blu-ray to a media server just to make it easier to find stuff, you know. What was speaking of horror movies, I would call this a horror movie. Today I watched Awake, which I believe came out about 3 weeks ago. And Awake starts off with some sort of, let's do High and Inside. We don't see, oh, I did almost hit him in the head. Sorry, bud. It starts with a EMP event in the United States. And if you're not familiar with EMP attacks, that is I believe, electromagnetic pulse. I believe that's what that stands for. And in theory, that is an attack that would basically destroy anything that uses electronics. So an EMP pulse would destroy all computers, hard drives, cars that have electronic ignition or electronic timing, anything. Hey, by the way, not going ape. What is the one? Going Bananas? Is that the Dom DeLuise one? I think that's Dom DeLuise, where they go and Jimmy Walker go on a safari. That's a good one. So anyway, in this movie, the EMP pulse attack, which is never really explained. They said they don't know where it came from. It could have been from an attack or a solar flare or something. They don't know where it came from. But let's see. I haven't thrown any sliders in a while. Let's throw a slider inside. Nope, you won't swing at that. Let's throw a slider down the middle. That sounds like a home run waiting to happen. Yeah. And so what happens is, not only does it affect all the electronics in the world, but it also affects everyone's brains and puts everyone's brain in a mode from hey, look at this. Oh man, I can't even see my own emotes. Oh yeah, there we go. Boop. Got little Sprite Castle emotes now. So it puts everyone's brains in a mode where nobody can sleep. And so they determine that without sleep, and I know that to a certain extent this is true, but that everybody's brains are basically going to explode. Everybody's going to die from lack of sleep in about 6 days. And the lady who's the star of the film discovers she has some ties to the military compound, something, and her daughter can sleep, and they also have one other person in the world that can sleep. So they are looking at these people and trying to figure out why they can sleep. But essentially, it becomes a zombie movie. You know, it's just the people that, because you can't sleep, your brain starts going crazy. So there were some pretty graphic special effects in it, you know. I'll tell you what, you know, there was one guy in this movie that, by day 6, the military people, they just started shooting each other. They were like, there's incoming. I mean, once one person fired a shot, they all decided that we were being attacked. Anything for Jackson. I have not seen that on Shudder. I do have Shudder. Anything for Jackson. I thought you were going to say Action Jackson, which is a different terrible movie. I think Steel Rat gets less sleep than anybody I know, and it's not always by choice, you know. I get insomnia, but he gets bad insomnia. I'm pretty much like if I get 6 hours a night, just a bit inside. Yes, Carl Weathers for Action Jackson. I feel like, if I get 6 hours a night, I'm pretty happy. A lot of time I do the, that's a pop fly right down the middle. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, we made it. Now here's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to, let's see, how many outs do I have here? No outs. I'm going to try to steal second. And I'm going to swing right down the middle. And boom! He's safe at second. I'm not trying that again. I'm not going to try that. Everything is a copy of a copy of a copy. Insomnia is no good, man. There is nothing worse. Last night, I woke up at 3. I went to bed at midnight and I woke up at 3. And if you have trouble sleeping, like I do sometimes, you just know, like the minute that it happened, he ran back to second. I could not get back to sleep, and I laid there for about 15 minutes. I thought, well, I'm going to go put on a movie. And I went and I put on like 2 different movies, and look at that. I got guys on first and second. This is my inning. Oh, this not with that swing. It's not. And so I could steal second without stealing third. That seems, I guess that would force everybody to steal. That seems strange. Come on. All right, we're going to steal third. Come on. Now, give me something to swing at here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, look at that. All right, this is getting serious now. Yeah, those, I try to pee like right before bed and then try to make it till the morning. But anyway, I put on like 2 different movies and nothing really stuck with me, you know. And I ended up putting on the one of my favorite bad. I hate to call it a bad movie because it's intentionally bad. I know Steel Rat. I think Steel Rat and I have watched this, seen this, but watched it together. Was the Lost Skeleton of Cadavra, which if you've not, I should have hit that. Dang it. Look at that. Oh boy. Oh, look at that. Oh no, don't catch it. Oh, he caught it. I should have ran to second, but oh. Oh, how much for one rib? I missed the reference. Can you break out? You haven't seen I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker? That's a... I don't know how well it's aged. I don't... I watched it not too long ago. Not too terribly long ago. And, he's going out at first, but... Look, now I moved it. Oh, that's the third out, though. I should have ran home. I should have made him go home. Dang it. Yeah, anything with subtitles will definitely put me to sleep. Not a normal day, but I haven't watched this yet, but I found a copy of The One-Armed Boxer. And I watched, I haven't watched it yet, but I looked it up in IMDb, and it's obviously this Asian, film star and a guy that only has one arm, and he plays a one-armed boxer. And then I looked up what other movies he had done, and then it said other movies include The One-Armed Swordsman, and then the next movie was Return of the One-Armed Swordsman. There was something else, and I thought, man, this guy just found his niche. He found what he could do, and God love him for doing it. So I did get the one-armed boxer, and I'm ordering the one-arm. There's a box set I found of all three. There's three one-armed swordsman movies. Yeah, yeah. So he's he's cornered the market of one-armed action stars. Although what was the other one? You've seen those? Yeah, American-Thon was a movie that Aaron suggested to me. American-Thon is it's a 1979 movie, and basically what it's about is it starts off in Jimmy Carter has it's basically Jimmy Carter bankrupted America. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. That was terrible. He should have got a double after that. Yes, John Ritter is the president. And so anyway, he's borrowed, I think, $400 million to keep America afloat. And now the people that he's borrowed the money from want their money back. And so they come up with a plan to have a 30-day long telethon, which was all the big, rage when I was a kid, 70s, 80s. I always remember seeing telethons on TV. And so, of course, I remember like the Jerry Lewis marathon, but then there was other ones. And they get Harvey Korman to host the telethon. So it was all right. It was good. It was. It reminded me a little bit of Idiocracy. It reminded me a little bit of a Network. Oh, he stole second. What was the other movie? Aaron, Hysteria or Hysterical. I know it's from 1983. I have looked everywhere, and I look at some dark places online, and I just cannot find that movie. And it has, I looked on Amazon, because if a movie's like $5 or something for a DVD or eBay or something, I'll just, I'll buy it and rip it and throw it in the collection. Copies, I think there's a DVD copy for $200 on Amazon, and there's a VHS copy for $90 or something. So, it might be a good movie, but I can't do $200 for it. So, Big Man on Campus. Have I seen that? I don't know if I've seen Big Man on Campus. Wizard says maybe he's biased, but why did so many movies rock in the 80s, yet in the 90s and 2000s not so much? Well, I'll tell you my theory, and it also applies to video games, to be honest with you. And that is Hunchback of Notre Dame at UCLA. Okay. There were, in the 80s, which is really, I think mostly my era of gaming, 80s and 90s. In the 80s, a guy could sit down and put together a game and become a millionaire. I read the Jordan Mechner. He has a couple of different diaries that he's published, one about Karateka and one about Prince of Persia. And, he was just a guy, and he was like, I'm going to make these games, and he made them and became a millionaire and stuff. And so there were a lot of the Hysterical from 1983, Steve, is the game or the movie that I was trying to track down that Aaron had recommended to me, but there's just bootlegs online right now. So, in the 80s, you could just be a dude and sit down and write a game and sell it and get somebody to publish it, get it to Electronic Arts, get it to, like One-on-One was written by one dude. Archon was written by a small group, the Free Fall, there's 2 or 3 people. So there was that mentality where you could just have this small group of people, right? But later on, like I remember this fact always stood out to me that Grand Theft Auto, I believe, was the first game that had a budget of $100 million. And it wasn't Grand Theft Auto 3. It might have been 4 or one of the Grand Theft Autos. But one of the Grand Theft Auto games was the first game to have a budget of more than $100 million. And so when you're Accolade or Activision or, any Acclaim, any of these publishers back then, and you go, okay, this guy comes to you and he's like, hey, I wrote this game called Lode Runner. And you look at it and you go, okay, well, I think they paid the guy Lode Runner like $5,000 up front and then give you a percentage of the sales, right? So you can take a chance on a game when it's the stakes are that low. When you go, okay, well, we got to pay this guy, $500. That's out. You can take a chance on a game, but when a game's $100 million, you can't take a chance, And so, as games went on and you got bigger and bigger productions and bigger studios, you don't want to put a character in a game that people might hate, because then you go, well, if people hate this game and they don't buy it, we're out $100 million, So it makes more sense if Grand Theft Auto 3 is a hit and you want to make it, and you're making another big budget game, it makes more sense to make Grand Theft Auto 4 than it does to make, Billy Bob's Terror House or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's already a known franchise that has fans. You've already built in the, your audience and stuff. So you are guaranteed or virtually guaranteed more sales that way. And that's what happened with the movie industry. It was the same thing, when you can make a movie for $5 million or whatever. Oh yeah, for sure. You can make a movie for $5 million and the music or a movie studio would be like, oh, well, yeah, we'll give this guy $5 million and we'll see what happens, But then when you say, oh, well, every movie is going to be, $100 million or $300 million or whatever. Well, now that's why you don't get these weird, you don't get big budget independent type films. You don't get big budget, things with a lot of special effects and stuff. What you get is Marvel movies and comic movies. And unfortunately, which is something that was near to my heart, was Star Wars movies, because they know that if they say, oh, this is a Star Wars movie, then you're going to get, X amount of million sales just because it says that, Yeah, there's just too many moving parts, and so the other part of that, and people always say like, well, why are there so many remakes? Well, there's so many remakes. I mean, like like Karate Kid, and there was about a 5-year period where it was just Karate Kid came out, Red Dawn came out, Footloose came out. It was just this whole run of everything that was remade, and everybody said, oh, we hated them, but most people saw them, because they enjoyed those movies from the 80s. And so you could make a new movie that parrots the Karate Kid, and you could put Will Smith's kid or whoever. I mean, you could come up with an original enough idea that's not a remake or whatever. But by saying Karate Kid, now people know what that is. Right off the bat, you go, oh, I liked Karate Kid. I'll go see that movie. So, yeah, Cobra Kai is great. I'm, you know what? I never finished season 3. I need to go back and finish season 3. Boy, I'm not doing so good in the old scoring here. Now all of a sudden I'm glad Rob Sherman, baseball fanatic, is not here in the house. Because he would not approve of this performance here. Oh no. Oh no. Who do I have? Oh no. Throw it just a second. Yes, that's true. Yeah, the Karate Kid learned Kung Fu, which is a little bit... look at that ball! I mean, that is a fast throw from the outfield in a second. You know, the Cobra Kai, I think the most interesting thing that I saw out of Cobra Kai, and I'm not the first person to say it, I think 1,000 people have said it, but was that, you know, Ralph Macchio was the good guy. And, you know, so you have established from the movies, like, who's the good guy, who's the bad guy. But it's from his point of view, you know. And so when you, there was that part in the first season where he was like, yeah, we were just, you know, fooling around. And then your master showed up and beat up a bunch of kids. And when you see it from his point of view, you're like, yeah, I could kind of see that it's not, you know what I mean? So, I do think Johnny's a little, in the first season, he was a little exaggerated where he was like, what's this internet? You know, I mean, there was some kind of goofy stuff there, but I enjoyed it, you know. That is true. That is the hero's tale. That we're all the heroes of our own story. Let's see, what inning is this? 6th inning. This is a long game. I think did we do something about this, Aaron, on the stream where Jeff says he is an anti-hero in his story. After this, I'm going to pull one thing up here real quick. So stay tuned to the end of the stream here. I'm trying to get through this game, but my gosh, these innings are. I need to be pitching faster is what I need to be doing. So I pretty much know which pitches I want to throw. Oh, that was on the line. No, it's up. Pretty much I'm throwing curveballs, not sliders. Oh, I missed it. Now it goes to the outfield. Throw it to first. We'll throw him out. Nope. He was safe. Yeah, I thought the kids would wear on me, you know, but they're all right. I've enjoyed them. Well, yes, I mean, I will say that there was a bit of revisionism in his story, but I think you know, whenever you so like when you write a story, when you write a book or a novel or something, you pick a character's point of view, you know. And so that was what I wondered was maybe what they were doing. Well, get that guy out. I touched the bag. I really thought that guy would be out. So what I was wondering what they were trying to do is that the fight from the original Karate Kid, that they were saying that maybe that's not perhaps an exact factual representation of what happened, but that was Danielson's version. You know what I mean? Okay. Get that guy out. Get that guy out. No, that's foul. I'm in trouble here. Got 2 outs. And that's fair. Oh, and I missed the ball. Oh, I mean, I don't know how you can throw anybody out. It's like throwing the ball in the moon. All right, in 6 minutes, this game's over, one way or the other. What is the score? 6-1. Yeah, this is not. Does everybody know that this game appears in The Princess Bride? I think that's pretty well known. Throw it home. So Aaron's talking about being at one of the sponsored Karate Kid tournaments. I was too. I did a demo at the movie theater where we did Karate Kid thing, and yes, Wizard is that? Yeah, oh, come on, get under the shadow. Home run. Well, I think that might be it. I think he's going to run roll me here. All right, let me see what I can do here real quick. We're going to let that sit. Yes. Movies. Okay. I feel like we might have done this before, but you know what? I know I put this on a podcast, but I don't know if we've ever done it on a stream. So let's take a look here. Okay, we just got to find the right file here. Here we go. All right, let's find this. I hope this doesn't get me. I don't know if there's some music in this. You know what? This might get me. Oh, well, who cares? Let's go to here. Well, it doesn't have my face on it. Let's go here. There we go. I'm gonna try to get the volume down on this. There's me! I'm in the black uniform there. This is when I was a green belt. This was a karate tournament at, or not a karate tournament. This was a karate demo at the state fair. That's Jim Buten right there. And you can look up Jim Buten. He is a 6th or 7th degree black belt. He used to fight in tournaments. He was a killer fighter. He used to fight around the time with Superfoot, Bill Wallace, all the that was kind of he was here, and he was from Texas. He was in I believe he was DFW area, and then eventually moved up to Oklahoma City. And I remember every one of these kids. I went to karate with every one of these kids, and that's Jackie and Melissa. And, yeah, this was a big chunk of my childhood. Well, you know, the thing was that you could really mix and match and wear whatever you wanted. So everybody had their your white gis, and then so I had a white one, and then I had the black one, which doubled as a ninja suit on the weekends. And then eventually I got a red one, and the red one was like canvas. It was really heavy duty, and so for going to demos or things like that, it was really good because it really popped. So when you threw a punch, you know, you hear that pop sound, you know, of the denim. I believe this is us doing Chun-Ji, which is the world's most simplest form, but we're doing it like in the round. But yeah, this was a big chunk of my childhood. So everybody had their your white gis, and then everybody had their I think what I'm going to do to keep myself from getting blocked on Twitch or whatever is I'll just mute it because there's not a lot going on in the sound. But yeah, this was a fun demo. Black Belt Karate changed names. It was became National Karate Association now. Let's see. We'll fast forward through a little bit here. Let's see. There's some. I think there's a. This is Dude Petty, who was a big competitor. He was one of our guys that always went to tournaments and stuff. This is us kicking mats. This is doing a demonstration. Of course, this was all like, "Hey, will you come to the fair and you get a free ticket to the fair if you'll come to the demo and do this?" And was trying to get people to sign up. And our Jim Buton was. He would always tell you that's a kid named Jackie, and he and I were we weren't close friends, but we were friends. I went to his house a few times. He came to my house a few times, but we were about the same height and everything, so we were often workout like we were always partnered up, with somebody to hold. And those two right there, the little boy and the little girl there on the left, were brother and sister. And so he was that kid right there, the red top. His name was Steve, and he was one of those kids that was like competed every weekend, had all these trophies and all kinds of stuff like that. And his sister did not seem like she wanted to be at karate at all, but she was nice enough. But yeah, so this was. I wish I had the video from the karate tournament or whatever. I mean, right now, I think if you like, I could attack someone's knees. I mean, it might be on a good day, I could kick you in the waist. But I think my days of head kicks and jumping kicks and I mean, I could do spinning kicks just like towards the floor. Like if I was falling towards the floor, my leg might fall out and be like, "Aye!" And so let me find. I think this is. Let's go to one other one. Let's see. So let's go and get this. That is not me. For some reason, I always wore a headgear, and I don't think most other people wore headgears. But that kid that's closest to us, that's Jackie. That's the kid with the blonde hair. All of our geese had Black Belt Karate Association big logos on the back. And at this tournament, my dad got really mad because, the guys that would teach at the dojos or whatever would also volunteer to be judges. And during one of my fights, he kept pulling the other kid aside because he went to his school and he would tell him what to do to beat me. And my dad was like, "You can't do that. You can't be his coach. You're supposed to be the judge. You're the scoring judge, And so, there's me. So there's me in my little dumb little headgear. And the thing was, it's all point-based, right? So, I mean, all you had to do for a lot of these kids that would just come swinging hard is just get out of their way and then hit them in the back of the head or punch them in the kidneys or something like that, But the worst thing about the headgear is the minute anybody hit you in the headgear, then you couldn't see anything, But I'm pretty sure I do win this fight. Oh boy, 1 point red. That's the other guy. I'm white. They would take a little red thing and tuck it in the back of your belt. See, that kid has a little ribbon in the back of his belt. There's me trying some awesome karate moves. Hey, what's up, Wing Chun? We're wrapping up for the night. and we were talking about Karate Kid and things like that. We got off. I know it's hard to believe on my stream, but we got off on a tangent, and so this led us down to talking about karate and Karate Kid, and ultimately karate home videos. So I want to see me win this fight. Come on, O'Hara. You can hear people from my people are all near my mom who had the camera. They're like, come on, Robbie. Kick him. Oh, come on. No more points red. We need some points white. Oh, there's me on the ground. Turtle defense. I don't, I do remember tournaments like that. I remember a lot of tournaments taking place in gyms and things like that. I don't remember. This seems like it was at a big hotel, like in the lobby thing or something. Yeah, look at me. Kick that kid out of the ring. Stupid kid. The worst was there were so many kids in my little school, and we were all in the same age group and stuff, and belt ring, that eventually when we went to tournaments, we would end up fighting each other. And so, you had to fight your friend from class, and that always sucked. Oh, look at me. I'm the winner. That guy just walked off, and they made him come back and bow to me. That's right. Kicked your butt, kid. And that's Dude Petty. That's the guy that was on the demo, and he would tell me what to do. He's like, oh, you're kicking ass, kid. You're going to be something one of these days. You're going to be a Twitch streamer. Yes. Dreaming of old karate days. So, all right. Well, we played some Hardball. We played that Lady-Pac-Man game, which was pretty good. We watched the demo. I'll definitely be putting that Lady-Pac-Man into rotation. That's a pretty good. I liked that. And I got some more LED lights. I don't know if that matters, but I added some more LED lights to behind the TV that just runs demos all the time. And so everything is Commodore Blue tonight. But I think I am going to wrap things up here. So let's see who made it the distance, who made it to the end of the tournament. And that is Mr. Aaron ARG Presents, a.k.a. Amigo Aaron. I modded the wrong channel or the wrong account. We've got 2020, a 10. Chris Albright Bitmaster. Chris Bitmaster Albright. That's what I'm going to call him. Commander Root Wizard. Manifold Kaizen. Robot Doctor 82. As I've said many times, this channel needs a doctor on standby, even if it's a robot. You never know what could go wrong in here. The ANSI picture frame is right there. That's it. It's just the lights have it washed out. Let's see if I can. Let's see what this does. I think that'll just make things worse if I turn off all the lights, but we'll pull that up. Of course, I said Steel Rat 666 is in the house. We got Mr. Steve Burtz, you Scrooge, Wing Chun Wolf, Snow Dog's been here, and Zerfall. Let's see what we can do. Let's turn off home office lights. And there it goes. Now you can see the ANSI picture frame running back there. Let's turn off a Roku TV. No, that doesn't make it any better. And we go right to looks like an ANSI girl in a bikini. Good times. So thanks, everybody, for dropping in. It's always great to catch up with everybody and sit here and chat. And there will be a new episode of Sprite Castle coming out in the next day or two, and we will be covering Hardball. So if you had fun watching me get destroyed at Hardball tonight, you can tune in and listen and find out all the details about that game and Accolade and where they rank alphabetically when it comes to Acclaim, Activision, Accolade, and Atari. So thanks everybody for jumping in, and I will catch you guys all soon. See you later.